getting into this episode of GH, Nina is, I don't know what the hell to make of Nina and Drew at this point. It is crazy. Like that whole conversation, I just feel like all of Port Charles is bipolar at this point. At this point, everybody bipolar. Cause I'm like, what is with this dialogue? Like these conversations everybody having. I'm just like, okay. It's like I'm not used to it yet because it just feels like a total 360 from what's been going on the last few months. It's just damn. That was quick. um, like Drew and Nina sitting here having hate sex and stuff, and she's sitting here begging him for help. I'm like, I would have never thought. I would see today Nina begs Drew for help. The same man that she dropped dime on and put him in prison. You asking him for help to mend fences with your daughter. Okay. And I'm even more equally surprised that Drew would do it for a price. I'm surprised. Um, that's even more shocking. Because Nina is bugged out. Like, she really came there talking about, oh, you try to take advantage of me. Oh, you playing this. Nina was the one flirting with him. I'm like, how he know you was gonna flirt with him and take his shirt off and do all this? How he know that? How was he ain't psychic? How he was supposed to foresee that? Nina was crazy as hell. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh my goodness, this dialogue ain't making no sense. Cause I'm like, this ain't what I saw, but okay. Um, that whole conversation and dialogue was weird. Um, but Nina and Drew know they like each other. They know they like each other. Let me tell you something. If Nina and Drew were to get together, would it bother me? No. Honestly, it wouldn't bother me because anything to keep him away from Jordan. Anything. Listen, if they want to steer him to Nina, do you? But Nina was batshit crazy sitting there talking about Drew owe her. How he owe you? Like how? Was the coochie that good that you think you need payment or something? Like I'm just wondering. Like that's what we doing now? Prostitute. How he owe you? Um, yeah, I'm like how he owe you? Owe you how? And I really don't see how she think her little plan gonna work. Like even if Drew put her on the board of Aurora, how is that gonna work in her favor with Michael? Because she seems to think that if she's on the board, Michael will be forced to deal with her. There's a hiccup with that plan though, because once Michael hears that she's on the board, who's to say Michael would want to stay at Aurora? He could quit. He can go back to ELQ, talk to Ned or whatever about going back to ELQ, or he could start up his own company. Michael got enough money. He got money. He got connections and stuff, to get investors and start up his own little company if he wanted to. So there's no guarantee that he would stay at Aurora. He got money. He don't have to. It ain't like, he would be destitute without working at Aurora. He'd be A-okay. So that's why I feel like there's a hiccup in her plan. Like, who's to say that's going to work? You know what I mean? Like, no, that's going to backfire. Like, it definitely can backfire. And Drew got money now. So I'm like, my thing with Drew is you need to buy better shirts, better brands of shirt. Because that shirt was definitely cheap to be ripping like that now. So anyway, moving on from that, Sonny lost his damn mind. Like, I don't see how Sonny could sit there and tell Jason, try to force Jason to tell him what happened 2 years ago and why he was gone. Talking about, oh, tell me what happened if you want your half of the business back and stuff like that. Well, first of all, he already got his half of the business back. He don't need your permission to come back to the warehouse or to come back to Corinthos Coffee. He still owns it. He still co-owned. I'm glad Jason realized something was off with Sonny. Like, I'm really glad that he realized that because it seemed like some people are slowly but surely realizing something ain't right with Sonny. Something ain't clicking. Because even Christina was feeling that way. Like, something ain't right up here with him. And Jason could see it, by the way he acting. Like, Sonny may think he's not being manic, but you're having an episode. Like, you definitely are with the way you talking and acting, sir. But also, I know that his meds ain't exactly right, but the way he was talking to Jason, I always admired the loyalty that they all have for each other. But at the same time, now that Jason came back, I feel like this was his time to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Do something out the box a bit. And to me, that means not working for Sonny anymore. I feel like Jason need to go on and do something else. You know, whether it be something legitimate or whether building up his own criminal empire if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever he want to do. I feel like he needs to be away from Sonny at this point. You know, forge his own path. You know, because I feel like Sonny's an ingrate. Even when Sonny was on his meds and stuff and acting normal, I always felt like Sonny was he was a bit of an ingrate when it came to Jason. He was ungrateful. You know, like Jason protected Sonny for years, and for Sonny to say, "Oh, I don't need protection. I don't need." Yes, you do, sir. More than you know. You need protection more than you realize. Um, you definitely do. Um, you know, Jason's been watching Sonny's ass for years, 2+ decades. He done looked out for Sonny and his family. So for Sonny to be acting like this, oh, you stay out of my way, or I'm gonna deal with you or whatever. I'm gonna get rid of you or whatever. I'm like, really? This how you talk to a man that's watched your back for 20+ years? Jason better than me. Cause my whole thing is too, if Sonny really don't want him near, and I mentioned this yesterday, if Sonny really don't want him near, buy his ass out. You know, buy him out. But I really hope that Jason looks further into it. I mean, I don't know. Part of me want him to look into it of what's going on with Sonny, but another part of me don't. Cause I feel like Jason shouldn't have to keep coming in being Sonny's fixer all the time. You know what I'm saying? Every time something going on with Sonny, Jason got to jump to action and go fix it. Nope, let somebody else fix that shit. Let somebody else fix it. Nope, let somebody else do it. Cause Sonny sound weird. It's like if Jason really took a shot at you, knowing he's a good marksman, don't you think your ass be gone by now? If he really wanted you out the way? Food for thought. I'm just saying, like, Sonny's... he need to go back and refill his prescription with a different pharmacist, because might want to go change your pharmacy up. I wonder if those documents that Diane's paralegal or whatever that lady was is going to come into play somehow, because she did say he needed those documents or whatever for me, and Carly didn't bring him them damn documents like she was supposed to because of Jagger. So I wonder if that's going to like play a part into it. I also feel like whoever that girl was, I'm guessing she's a paralegal. Whoever she is, Diane need to fire her, because you don't do that. You don't just hand. If you got something important for a client from your boss, you make sure that the client has it. Cause I'm pretty sure Diane gave specific instruction to make sure Jason gets those documents, and for her to hand it off to Carly because Carly's talking about, oh, I give it to him. No, if he ain't there, then you just take it back and call him or whatever to find out where he is, or if he can come pick the documents up. You make sure that the client actually has those documents in their hand, not somebody else's. I feel like she definitely need to be fired. Like, shorty, you about to lose your job. You don't do that mess. Speaking of Carly, her and Jagger, I see where they trying to go with that. You know, him talking about, oh, I'm fun. You just don't know it because you don't know me like that. I'm like, are y'all really trying to put Jagger and Carly together? Cause I don't see that working. I just see a whole bunch of conflict. But then again, that is kind of a good thing. But I'm just like, why y'all couldn't put Jagger with somebody else? Like, I'm just saying, like, it's some other women up here y'all could have put Jagger on. Why waste them with Carly? I don't know. I mean, a part of me, I could kind of see them together because of the conflict part of it. Because I already know the two of them together it would just be hell. In a good and bad way, I feel. Drama purposes, it'd definitely ruffle a lot of feathers. But look at Carly trying to throw shade because the damn ice machine on his floor was messed up. Oh, if I still co-own this place, the ice machine wouldn't have been broke. Okay, so I see you trying to throw shade, but why you not throwing that shade at Olivia? Because Olivia do co-own that damn place, so why Olivia ain't get it fixed then? I'm just saying, like, don't throw shade. It is two owners there now. It ain't just under one. It's on two. But yeah, I could kind of see her and Jagger in a way. You know, I think it would cause a big stir. I definitely think it would cause some chaos in that town with a lot of people that they're, you know, mutually connected to. So I could kind of see it. Because I think they definitely trying to chem test them. Because for Carly to sit there all night in the damn chair and make sure he good and stuff, I'm like, this the man that's like, you know, trying to put some people that you care about in the big house. And you going to sit there and make sure he good? You could have called up somebody from the front desk to do that. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that, Laura and Kevin, they starting to piss me off in a way. They are really sitting here researching and trying to look up presidents to get Heather off of her crimes or whatever because of her little illness. I'm like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? They still going back and forth about this, trying to find out if she's redeemable or not. That disgusts me, especially Laura doing this. Like, she cool with Kevin doing this, and they both trying to find out if she good, if she's redeemable. I'm like, no, she ain't redeemable, fools. Leave her ass where she is. I found that totally ridiculous. I'm like, y'all need to stop trying to be on this little save the world crusade because you can't save everybody. Everybody not redeemable. I'm just saying Heather Weber is one of those people. I do commend them though for stepping up to take care of little Ace. Cause I know that's a lot to be in your 60s and stuff like that, raising a baby from scratch. That's an uphill battle in itself. I'm like, hell to the no, more power to you, because I could not do it. No, you got to start all over again. Luckily though, this is a daytime drama, so that little boy will probably be about 10 next week. Um, so that's lucky for them. You know, it ain't like regular folk, like real life people that got to raise a child at that age. For another 18, 20 years. I couldn't imagine being in my 60s raising another child. Like, hell to the no. I couldn't believe Robert De Niro and Al Pacino got kids at their age. Like, they got newborn babies in their 80s. And one is 80, I think Al Pacino like 83, 84. I said, y'all crazy as hell. Hell no. And I'm surprised they could still. I mean, I know how genetics work. Like, obviously, men can still, make babies and stuff like that. But you would think at 84, your sperm would be like powdered sugar at this point. Like, I'm just saying, like, damn, you still get down. Um. So yeah, I just think it's foul of them to try to find ways to get that woman, that wackadoo, out of prison. I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. I don't blame Jordan though. I mean, not Jordan, but Portia. I don't blame Portia for being pissed about that. I can't say I blame her, and I hope that she continues to rally against them, and try to prevent them from letting that happen. I don't blame her, not at all. At least somebody fighting a good fight. Shit, and at least Laura and Kevin know that most of Port Charles is not gonna be cool with this though. She know that, and I'm glad Portia gonna fight him every step of the way, because it's ridiculous. But I agree with Curtis. I don't see, even if they do get certain things overturned, I don't see Heather ever being free. I don't see it. She caused way too much, killed too many people. I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see every single charge getting thrown out from even back in the day. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't blame Curtis. I'm glad that he walking and stuff even without the cane. I'm happy to see that. I don't blame him for having depression and stuff like that, or feeling like he wanted to quit at times, because that's how you feel when you go through stuff like that. Like, when you go through real bad adversity, you do feel like you want to quit sometimes. So I'm glad that he spoke about that and stuff, because that's real. A lot of people feel that way, and I'm glad that he didn't give up. And now look at him. He walking. His wife is fine as hell. Look at her putting on her little teddy, her little negligee. She look good. Portia look damn good. So I'm happy, they getting they life back on track. Moving on from that. Look at Ava running around in Sonny bathroom sniffing his cologne. She's sitting over there getting a little whiff of his cologne. So I said, girl, calm down. He'll be back home soon. Relax. We know you want some. We know you want another, some more of that shillelagh. We know. But I think Ava definitely gonna figure out that something ain't right with the meds, because when she was looking for something to go to help her go to sleep, and she took one of his pills, I'm like, you really took lithium to try to go to bed? I'm like, Ava, what you doing? You just taking anything? Cause I guess because it caused drowsiness or whatever, so she was hoping that it would have worked. I'm like, you should have went down to a 24-hour pharmacy and got you some Benadryl or something. And she took the pills. She was like, why I ain't drowsy? Why I ain't going to sleep? The pills was not working. And I think that's going to be the key to figuring out, like, okay, so them pills didn't make her feel no type of way. So if they not making her feel no type of way, they can't be working for Sonny then. You know what I'm saying? Because why they not working on her? They not making her feel nothing. She just feel how she normally feel. So I think she going to investigate that. I don't think that she's working with Valentine as far as messing with those pills. I after today, I definitely don't feel like she is after she done took one. I don't think she is, but I definitely think she got another agenda. Ava's that type. She got another agenda. I definitely feel like she do. But anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad Christina, she's suspicious. Christina's suspicious too. About what's going on with her dad and Ava, which I'm happy about. I'm glad she's suspicious about it because once she saw what was going on at the penthouse, she felt it was weird. You know, like the fact that Ava's living here and her dad is back drinking again. She was like, nah, fuck that. Something ain't right. So I'm glad, hopefully a part of me want her to look into it, but another part of me like, damn, I forgot she pregnant. That ain't gonna work. I totally forgot she was knocked. Um, but hopefully she brings Dante up to speed about what she saw. That way he could look into it. Um, I don't blame Blaze for feeling how she feel. I don't know what the situation is with her and her mother. I don't know if they got a contract because her mother's acting as her business manager or whatever. So I don't know if they got a contract or not, but they should have one. Because at the end of the day, her mom worked for her. So it shouldn't be feeling like the other way around, like her mother get to call the shots when it comes to her career. I mean, technically, she a business manager. She works for you. So I think Blaze need to figure that out and talk to her mama, and they need to get a contract going, or she needs to boot her mother out and get another business manager or whatever to handle her business. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. It was weird. It was like a weird episode, but I kind of enjoyed it. But it was cool. But anyway, peace.